Okay, we are going live here on the Tube of the U, and today we're going to be talking about some graphics cards. The 11 series apparently delayed again. Apparently there's an OEM that has delivered 300,000 GPUs back to Nvidia. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about pricing, why this is happening, what's going to happen in the next few months, and of course some other news as well. Let's roll that intro. Hope you enjoyed that intro. Welcome back to Tech Yes City, guys. We got Tech Dundee News Desk right here. Some fresh rumors out of the mill is apparently that we move on to the news segment here. We got reports out of Taiwan suggest from Seek Alpha or seekingalpha.com that 300,000 GPUs have been returned to Nvidia because they just simply can't sell them. And now the biggest reason for this is that big cryptocurrency boom, and there's a lot of factors involved here, but mainly I'd say cryptocurrency is the reason for this, but there's other few factors as well we'll talk about. And this is going back to this article here. Nvidia naturally expected through 2018 that the demand for cryptocurrencies would just keep on coming. It just wouldn't stop. And so when that happened, what we saw was really now they're in a glut where they're trying to sell their new graphics cards, but mining's not profitable anymore. So we look at the prices of Zencash, for instance, Zcash as well, two very popular cryptocurrencies that were mined on Nvidia graphics cards. They've taken a big dive, and they still are diving to this day. And so what this means for the average dude out there who was mining on these Nvidia graphics cards is he's pretty much like, look, I want to sell my graphics cards. I don't need 10 graphics cards that aren't making me any money. So Nvidia's trying to sell new graphics cards. The guys are trying to, some of the miners are trying to sell their old graphics cards. And of course, what's someone going to do? They're going to want to buy a graphics card at $200 or $300. They're going to go buy the used graphics card, save some money, especially when it's the same performance, same efficiency, same everything. So Nvidia's really sort of created this market for themselves that's going to be difficult for them to get out of unless, of course, they release the new 11 series graphics cards. And so it does have to come. Like, you can read all this news like, oh my God, scaremongering, 300,000 graphics cards got returned. I can't get a graphics card. I mean, I have to get a 10 series card now because 11 series cards aren't coming. I kind of disagree with this. Like I said earlier in the year, they have to come soon. Nvidia has to make money. They're a publicly listed company. And so with that, if they don't release a new graphics card architecture, what's going to happen is they're going to be competing with themselves. People on 10 series cards as well will want to upgrade, whether it be they want more performance at 4K, they want higher upgrades, or they just got that new upgrader's itch that needs to be scratched. So really, when it comes down to it, Nvidia did mess up big time in the sort of the cryptocurrency demand forecast. And so now I guess they're bearing the brunt of that, according to this article here from hindustontimes.com. So yeah, 300,000 graphics cards reportedly returned. We don't know who it is to. 1 out of 3 of the top 3 Taiwanese OEMs apparently reported this. So it's pretty much groundbreaking news. And also, what's up, chat? We are live streaming this news. I am live here for you guys because I haven't made a video in a couple of days either. So I've been very busy behind the scenes, sort of getting back into the groove, getting my 80s rock on as well. So hope you guys are enjoying this sort of live stream segment of the brand new fresh news. Now, of course, cryptocurrency, there's a whole market there itself. What is going to happen with that? But as I said before, I see it plateauing. I said this at the start of the year when we saw that massive spike in January with cryptocurrency prices. I thought it was going to drop off and then plateau, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. But not only that, we're seeing the difficulty is still up there, and it's actually rising in some cases, especially for the good cryptocurrencies versus the bad ones. I think the bad ones are going to continue to go down, go out of business, but the good cryptocurrencies are going to remain there. And so you're going to see a lot of the miners go over to them. It's going to make them more difficult to mine. And of course, more graphics cards will be sold on the market. Of course, when the new 11 series cards do eventually come, or 2000 series, whatever they're going to call it, GTX 1180, GTX 2080, miners will make demand for them as well. So biggest thing that I'm sort of in a bit of perplexed about here, though, is when we look at the pricing of these graphics cards. If Nvidia wants to sell these graphics cards to people, if they really want to sell them, they're like, okay, we've got 300,000 graphics cards. All they're going to do is lower the prices down to where they were like a year and a half ago. I mean, I look on Amazon.com. Graphics cards prices are still a ripoff when we look at it. I mean, we've still got GTX 1060s not under $200. I remember paying about $180 for a GTX 1060 3GB. That was US prices. This was like at the end of 2016. So what's going on? You want to sell these graphics cards, just simply drop the prices. It's not a hard formula to figure out. So, I mean, we look at it, if we go here, we look at a GTX 1050 Ti, same deal. You'll see these are way overpriced from where they were before, 190 bucks, 180 US. So essentially they're saying, okay, come buy a GTX 1050 Ti for the price that someone else paid a year and a half ago for a GTX 1060. No one wants that. So you want to sell graphics cards, go to drop the prices. Though I will say in Australia, recently, places like MSY, they had 20% off all their graphics cards. So I believe we will be able to get cheaper cards in purchasing parity price than people in the US would. So that kind of delivers a bit of a weird curveball because we pay 10% tax anyway in Australia here. So not too sure. Maybe expect to see graphics card prices come down a lot now with this news. Of course, when will the 11 series? When will the 11 series or 2000 series cards come? I'm guessing that they will be out by September. There's just this whole news storm about, oh my God, sales, we can't sell the graphics cards. Computex, they said, not for a very long time. Again, guys, business is business. There is a definite answer on when these cards will have to get released, and that's just business. And I'm predicting September. That's as long as they can stretch it out before they have to say, look, we're going to get the cards out. But after that, what happens to the old cards if they still have them in stock? Well, a lot of the times in history, back in the past, when you've seen these prices of graphics cards and also CPUs as well, a very popular strategy is to filter out the new parts to places like the US, Australia, UK, and then in emerging markets, they'll filter out the old stuff and drop the prices there. So I know a lot of guys in India, for example, and some places in Europe, they pay way too much for these graphics cards. And so what they do is they drop the prices there. People feel like they're getting a deal because they're getting them for the same prices now as they were in the US. So they sell and filter out and funnel out a lot of those parts to emerging markets. So that's not going to change as well. But some good news coming out of this, well, I guess actually not that good of a news, is that in 2020, AMD plans to release their 7 nanometer plus, their new architecture as well. So new architecture, node shrink, everything in 2020. So they're going to be coming to the graphics card division with that. And then Intel on the flip side, 2020 as well, seems to be the magic year for them. So they've recently acquired, live stream blunders here. They've recently acquired Raja Kaduri, took him from AMD, and now he's got a massive R&D budget. And they're getting some talent. They're getting some top tier talent in to really make themselves a top tier architecture in 2020. What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think Intel is going to be a dominant force in the graphics card scene? That'll be very interesting. As we've heard in the past, they have had some endeavor into the GPU field. Right now, I'm streaming on the Intel NUC as well, which is a collaboration between Intel and AMD's Radeon graphics. Phenomenal little device. I mean, at Computex, I use this thing to edit and stream 4K videos. Smashed out all that content during Computex. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to join chat now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little live stream news segment. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, let me know what you think. When will these new graphics cards be released? Do you think prices will come down? Let me know. Love reading your thoughts and opinions as always. I'm just going to hop into chat and chat with you guys. Catch you next time. Peace out for now. Bye.